Welcome to Marshal Matters, your podcast for all things motorsports from the trackside. With Sean and Taylor, your friendly local marshals.
Okay, this is the progress update. This is what I did. I'm about halfway. He's got a roof. He's got a butt. It's very fancy.
Was this your project during the 24 hours? Was just building Rexy?
Yeah. I did want to save some of it. Like, I could have built the whole thing in 24 hours, but, like, I wanted to save some because it's such a fun build. I will say, though, the Technic, holy crap, you have to be so precise. The alignment, I screwed up the alignment on, like, the steering in the front axle. It took me 20 minutes to fix. And it's so hard to fix these pieces.
Damn.
Anyway,
I'm disappointed you didn't finish it in 24 hours. You should.
You know, like, thinking back, I should have, like, done this thing that AO Racing, like, the crew did, is, like, just, like, follow along as I build Rexy during the 24-hour. But to be honest, I made it to the full course yellow and I was like, gonna go to bed.
That must be nice.
So, okay. Yeah. Yeah, how was your 24 hours, Sean?
Wonderful.
What was it now?
I am still probably recovering because let's just quickly go over. Taylor, how many hours of the race did you watch?
I watched a solid 18, I would say. It might be like 17 point something, but I would say like roughly 18 hours.
Okay.
Because that full course yellow, I was not staying up for that.
I did.
Sean, how many did you watch?
23 hours.
You are crazy. You are actually crazy. I love your energy. I love that you did that, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did 23 hours. I slept between 6 o'clock and 7 right before I went back to green.
I love that, like, of all the hours, it wasn't, like, even halfway through the full course yellow. It was, like, right at the end of the full course yellow. You watched the entire thing.
Yes.
That's
like,
crazy.
Okay, and the full course yellow and the whole... I was able to stay up from that despite them 6.5 hours of commentating about nothing, which they brought up multiple times.
That would have driven me nuts.
Yeah, it was fine. I really enjoyed it.
I mean,
staying up 23 out of 24 hours is, I think, something I will not probably do again in the future. But I did.
But you did it.
And if the race hadn't had a goddamn cloud fall upon the speedway.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe it was good. And I could have stayed up for the whole thing. And it would have been fun. That being said,
yes.
I got stuck watching a whole bunch of yellow flag laps, which is probably the worst thing that happened to some of those drivers.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, there was so many, like, interesting things about this that we were talking about. Like, absolutely one of the worst things that happened to those drivers. Like, that probably was, like, such a letdown. Like, because, like, those early hours and, like, the night hours are, like, some of the most fun and, like, exciting parts of the Daytona 24-hour. And, like, a lot happens overnight. That's why people don't like to sleep.
Yeah. My plan was not to.
Yeah, I will say I was talking to Paige because when we did the 24-hour like a couple of years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, think about those Marshals. I would have lost my mind. And I was thinking about my shift. My shift was like you did shifts of 4 hours with 12 hours in between. So I was 4 to 8 p.m. and then, which would have been great. Fantastic.
That's
the sunset
good
hour.
That's great.
Good hour. But 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., I would have lost my ever-loving mind.
Yeah, imagine the second it goes green. Okay, get off.
Yeah, exactly.
That
like, pretty much.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for
and
the
I was
Marshals,
like,
that is
four
an
Marshals.
absolute awful, awful day.
And then there's Marshals probably holding the flag.
Yeah.
At least, even lazily for.
To be fair, it was so foggy, you probably didn't have to. No one would have noticed if you didn't.
Nobody would have seen. Yeah, and a lot of people were like, just throw the red, the red. And I'm like,
no,
they're not going to throw the red.
I think what they did actually was the absolute perfect call. It made the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the entire thing under yellow. Don't mess up any teams, because if you had thrown a red, that would 100% give an advantage to some teams who already had their bronze driver or their worst driver, the one that needs to do a minimum amount of time. If they already had him in there, then they have an advantage for the rest of the way. So it makes total sense to don't mess with drive times. Just keep it out there. Rotate the safety car about 2 or 3 times. They had to swap the safety car.
Yep.
Oh, what that was essentially, that 6.5 hour yellow was 6.5 hours of highway driving.
Yep. Yep.
That's exactly what it was. You know you can go faster, but you're just like, I gotta go the speed limit. I can't do it.
Oh my gosh. It was just like, I can't believe you stayed up for most of that. But anyway,
I would say that too. I think I'm still loopy a bit from the weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair. It makes it more fun.
I stayed up all Saturday, slept for that 1 hour, and like for me sleeping, it was okay. 5 o'clock came around, and I'm like, okay, apparently they're saying that the fog's not going to lift till 9 o'clock. Okay, I'll lay down on the couch behind me, right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my headphones on, listening to it as the stream's going. And I kind of lay down, put my eyes down. This is 6 o'clock. I had set an alarm for my phone for 8 o'clock to be like, okay, I should catch it an hour before it goes back green. We should be great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then around 7 o'clock, all the pit stops start happening because it's about to go green again, and the teams know. So I get woken up by the noise of pit stops in my ear. Great thing to get woken up by, to be honest. Fantastic. So I then wake up. I'm like, oh, it's only been an hour? That's fine. Oh, they're green. Fantastic. Like, in the time I had gotten, like, up from there, from the pit stops, like, happening, to kind of be like, oh, where am I? Remembering where I am, to getting in my chair, the second I sat down, they were back to green.
Oh, wow.
I didn't miss a thing.
I love that. Yeah, I was up, I think, like, I fell asleep right after the full course yellow was done, because it was kind of like, I was already in bed, but I was like in and out, being like, okay, like, at some point I'll probably sleep like maybe 11 or 12. And then the full course yellow happened, and the fog was just getting really bad, so I was like, okay, I'm asleep. And then I woke up again around like 3 a.m. or so, because that's when I started messaging you. And I was like...
yeah. And then I'm just like, you
and you were still awake.
And then you went back to sleep, and I was still awake.
Yeah. And I think it was like around like 5 a.m. I went back to sleep for a couple of hours.
Your last message to me was like, 5:30.
Wow. Okay, so 5:30, I went back to sleep.
5:38 was your last message to me. And then I didn't hear from you again. And I'm like, maybe I can get a little nap in here before it goes back to green. And it worked out perfectly. Yeah. I survived. And I had a great time.
Yeah. We both woke up like right at the time where everything went green and everything came back. But okay, that's good. I mean, crazy. I love that you watched that much. That honestly, maybe I'll aspire to be that next year. And I say that knowing full well that I am a person that needs my sleep. So probably will never watch the full 24 hour or even 23. So congratulations on holding the spare parts record.
Hell yeah.
I'm outwatched.
I will happily have that record.
Yeah. Okay, well, so Daytona 24 hour, that's really what happened in this week in racing.
Yeah. I mean, you had MX5
do you have any like...
Plus you had the...
True.
What's it called?
But the Daytona 24 hour is like the whole
weekend
experience. Exactly. Like the whole weekend of the Rolex is like a thing. Yes. To be honest, I didn't watch much of the support races. I just saw that like the Mazdas were a little nutty again.
They weren't as bad. It was still fun.
Yeah, they're a fun series.
Yeah.
I love the Mazdas. But yeah, in terms of the big race, we had some really good fights. I would say like the end, like the final couple of laps were kind of like those were exciting. I was kind of gunning. I was like, is Aiken gonna get it?
They also went
But
like
no.
2.5 hours to end the race caution free.
I know, which was incredible.
Like the last yellow was, I think, the Mustang blowing up.
No.
Because the
I
Mustang
think didn't
blew up.
Sargent. Yeah, the Mustang blew up, like fluid everywhere. But didn't Sargent Bennett and I think that was after.
Did they?
1 second. Let me
I
check
can't recall.
because
But yeah, I remember the Mustang blowing up, and then shortly after that, it was it one of the Cadillacs blew up? Or one of the
ooh,
Acuras?
yeah. Hold on.
Like,
I have
you
a
had some
running
engine
commentary.
issues by the end.
Yeah. Uh um that day's. Oh, yeah, okay, so the Mustang cuz what I loved about the Mustang blowing up is like their day's got to be done. Like their month is done. Like they're done.
And there was a massive amount of fluid behind that thing, too.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? It may have actually
Yeah,
been.
I'm pretty sure it was the Mustang
It was
blowing
the
up was the
Mustang.
last yellow.
Yes, yes, it was. You were correct.
Haha.
I'm sorry. I take it back. You are correct. Of
Thank you,
course.
thank you.
I really should have leaned on the guy that watched 23 hours of this race.
But at the same time, how can you trust my memory? I was fucking delirious.
That's the thing. But anyway, regardless, Porsche Penske won again.
Three-peat for Porsche
Repeat.
Penske, and specifically for Felipe Nasr. Three-peat.
Mhm.
And not just, it's been a three-peat for the Porsche Penske 7 car. Has won the last 3 Rolex 24s.
Yeah.
I feel like you just got to bet on Felipe Nasr at Daytona.
Yeah. I mean, he runs so well there. It was very consistent throughout the race. Like they had a very consistent race.
They were challenged at the end by the 31. Jack Aitken was driving.
Yeah.
But that team shot itself in the foot like 3 times during the race.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they had 2 penalties. And even before the race, they were on pole and they got booted to the rear.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So
yep.
I
mean,
feel
good
like,
for them for driving that well to get back up there, but like,
agreed. I feel
wasn't
like
a good
this was
weekend for
their
them.
race to win the 31s, and
Mm-hmm.
they choked it away. And I think the 7
Yep.
car and Penske had a great race. The 6 car fucked up in like the first 4 hours. I don't know if you remember that, because it tried to go down on the inside on a GT car, and had the tiniest little nick on it, but it was enough to, I'm sure, fuck up the floor, put a little hole in the side. Like, why would you do that early? It was just a dumb move, I thought.
It was. So like on that note, the race was pretty chippy. Like at the very beginning,
so
in the
chippy.
in the first like few hours, it was surprisingly chippy for
LMP2s.
how early we were.
The LMP2
Oh my gosh.
start. Oh my god.
The LMP2 start. And let me tell you. So like this is my highlight of the 24-hour race. I mean
The
like
start.
first highlight. Yeah, the start. Not really, but like the highlight obviously when it went green. Yay, we were so happy. But when Kenny Habul was interviewed after coming out of the car and he said, I don't know what's going on. They're just a bunch of pelicans out there. Specifically talking about the LMP2 drivers. I was just dying. I thought that was the best way. He's like Australian or New Zealand, but it's like the most I think he's Australian. The accent sounded Australian.
Calling someone a pelican just sounds Australian. I
know. I was like, this is the most Australian like description of like calling somebody an idiot. Just about a bunch of pelicans. So I thought that was fantastic. That just made the experience. But like, it was very chippy.
It was chippy. There are a lot of elbows out. Really only 2 major incidents of the race I can think about. Maybe 3. The first one was obviously the start, where the LMP2s just ran over themselves, and then when 2 of them circle back and then collide again, it's like, oh my god, you idiots. So that was
what are
brilliant.
we doing? Yeah.
Then you had who was it? It was the big crash in the kink, because one of the LMP2s got clipped by the GTP. It spun, big smoke there, and then it was the 120 Porsche, the green and yellow Porsche. I always love the look of that car. Smoked it, and then it went straight into the wall. It's like, okay, that was the big wreck, I think, of the race in terms of impact.
Yeah.
And then you also had the one Ferrari that kind of skidded through the inside into the first horseshoe and kind of hit another Ferrari and fucked the suspension. So.
Yeah, like it was.
Oh, right.
It wasn't too much.
I forgot the other Porsche, the second caution of the race. So, like, you and the LMP2s wreck immediately. Okay, we cleaned it up like 15 minutes later. We're back to green. Almost immediately on the restart, that one Porsche lost it and just right on the pit wall.
Oh, that was such a heavy impact.
I was like, I was watching that with Neil, and we're just like, yeah, their day is done. That chassis cracked. They're not going 100%. Back out.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're looking at that car and you're like, done, just done. It's done.
So that was a hefty one too.
Yeah, but otherwise, like I feel like it was pretty clean after that. Like,
well, 6.5 hours of yellow.
Oh gosh, what a nightmare! But what a nightmare.
The issue started at like 10 p.m.
Yeah,
because at 10 p.m. they fired off a bunch of fireworks, and the fireworks and the smoke got trapped below the cloud. So that caused your first issue of visibility. And then you're like, oh man, that's maybe not a good idea. Then the cloud goes lower.
Yeah.
And listening to the broadcast complain where they're like, I can't see that. I can't see that. I can't see that. And I think it was like at one point they said they couldn't see like Daytona written on the grass from the commentary booth.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So for anyone who was like, oh, well, like, to be fair, I think driving in that would have been actually really fun in the fog.
Probably.
There are some sick photos out there with the fog. Like, it gives that old school smoky background sport photo. Ooh. There were some really great photos that came out of this. But yeah, we had 6.5 hours of yellow, the longest continuous yellow Daytona history. I don't know about all of
sports
racing.
Car.
So
in sports car racing history, that's the longest continuous full course yellow.
I'm glad I stayed up and watched that history in the making.
There you go. Well, that's a good way. What a silver lining.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good race for It was a good
entertaining,
race.
And there was something always happening. There were good fights on the track.
Yeah.
In the end, what we talked about last week kind of came true. We said it was going to be Porsche versus Cadillac.
Yeah.
And
so we were right. Who did we pick?
Let's not go over predictions. We did not nail anything there, let's be honest.
Oh, we didn't. Absolutely not.
I think you said Porsche would win both because Rexy. You had Rexy, you had Spike. Yeah, how'd that go for them?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't go very well for
Rexy
them.
lost their teeth again.
Rexy lost his teeth again, so he'll hopefully have braces again the next race.
They already have the body panel. Okay, bring it back out.
And bring it back out. Spike did okay. I think, what did he end up with? Like 6th, 5th in the LMP2 class? Wasn't too bad. He was up there. Like he was running pretty well. I think just the end, I think they just didn't have the strategy there, which is fine. The CrowdStrike car won for LMP2. BMW, Palmer Racing. Yeah, that's fine. One for GTD Pro. We have to talk about this. Honorable mention to Faf for actually finishing this race, because past few times Daytona has not been their friend. The past couple times, I know they've won the GTD Pro class before, But you know what? Good for them for finishing. This was the last race for the Lamborghini Huracan for them. They're switching again, I
Yeah,
believe, for Sebring.
new Lamborghini coming in.
Yeah, new Lamborghini. So the last one with the Huracan.
Huracan sucks. It does.
Yeah, it does. It's slow, but they finished and they managed to top 10, which was good for how their race went. So anyway, that's the honorable mention. Who else? Oh yeah, Windward Racing in the GTD class.
Okay.
Woohoo again.
I'm wearing the Mercedes stuff because I wanted to do this when it comes to Windward and the Mercedes. Damn it! Getting my CTMP hat on.
Yes.
That pissed me off so much. And actually, it was the other Windward car they were, I think, having trouble with because they had to watch the front end because the front end had damage.
Ah, okay.
And to our previous comments of such, to add a little story here, talking to Marshals of our friend group, that someone had told me a story. One of the guys, they were talking to a former driver of Windward. Not gonna name any names.
Yeah.
But they said that Mercedes-Benz has the best front end for pushing cars out of the way.
Interesting.
And now seeing how the Mercedes has such a very good 24-hour across both classes of the GTDs, I'm like, huh. Mm-hmm. And the one had damage in the front end. And the biggest highlight of the race was one Mercedes almost taking out the other car in the tri-oval.
Yep.
IMSA Mercedes drivers are fucking dirty, is my point. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. We can say it.
I was mad that they won. I'm not gonna lie.
So mad. I will say
I wanted the Aston Martin to beat them.
Yeah. Oh, they were so close. That would have been nice.
They had it by, and then he clipped him in the tri-oval, and that's what fucked him.
Yeah.
That was such a dirty move in the tri-oval. I was amazed they didn't wreck there, but wow.
Honestly,
I think they should have been penalized for that.
Agreed. I was not happy. I was really rooting for the Aston Martin at the end. Yeah, kind of disappointing, but there's always next year.
Yep, always next year for Penske to win another one.
Yeah, Windward Racing gets another Rolex. Oh well.
Yeah, they were not the ones I wanted to win, and the story of the Aston Martin team as like a part-time team really had a chance, and Windward ruins it.
Disappointing. But overall, it was a good race.
A great race.
And I'm already looking forward to next year's.
I will concur.
Okay. Shall we do some flags?
I think we definitely have some flags this week to give out. So, would you like to start with
I have some flags. Yes, I'm going to start. Green flag, the Indycar marketing team, because did you see the Weenie 500 ad? And when I say did you see the Weenie 500 ad, you sent it to me, and it was the best thing I saw.
They went so hard.
And like, just when an ad for like a joke gives you goosebumps and chills. Wild.
It was a great ad, and I really hope they gave it to some intern to be like, have fun with this. And they had fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the beginning where it's like the song, just the anthem of the Oscar Mayer Weenie company. Fantastic.
The Weenie Start Your Engines.
It
was
so
a good
good.
ad.
It was a great
The marketing
ad.
team is on fire in IndyCar recently. They're doing great.
Yeah, I love it. Yellow flag this week goes to the Ferrari livery because I hate it.
You hate it, really?
I do. I hate it. Like, it's a yellow flag because I agree. Like, when you sent it to us in the group chat, it is better than last year's. But I hate the white. Like, I hate the big white on the pod or in the driver's pod. I hate it.
Yeah, I would like to see them do white in a better way. Maybe more akin to like the early 2000s white Marlboro on the back of the side pod.
Yeah.
I like how they went back to gloss. I hated that matte red. I like the glossy red. But at the same time, I'm like, you could have done so much better. And I don't know how I feel about the black wings, actually. That's what I'm not sold on for the front.
Yeah, I don't know.
Make them red. Just make them red.
Just make them red. And like visually, when you see it, it didn't excite me. It made me annoyed.
At least your team has released a car and you could see it.
True.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
We'll get into the news.
Okay. And my black flag of the week is, as much as I enjoyed the Daytona 24 hour, the IMSA commentator who couldn't pronounce Alex Palou right.
Palou!
And every single time it was Alex Palou. I'm like, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Please
bad.
learn your names.
Every time. It's like Palou. If you can nail Renger van der Zande, you can nail Alex Palou.
It's not hard.
There's so
it's
many
not hard.
names
And like the other commentator would say Alex Palou.
Yes.
And then he would go back and say Alex Palou. And it's like, sir, please learn the names before you do this. Anyway, that was my black flag of the week. All right. Your turn. Give out your flags.
My green flag of the week is going to NASCAR.
Okay.
They are taking the Charlotte Roval off the NASCAR schedule and giving Charlotte back its oval race late in the season. It's going to be part of the new chase. Fantastic. Charlotte has the best racing of the next gen car. Mm-hmm. Probably because they fucking tested the shit out of it there. So, you know it works there. So just give it that spot. And NASCAR is listening. They are doing things that fans have been asking for.
Nice.
So close. But also, it shows NASCAR's not stopping at the change of the chase. They're still going to keep going. I think some alarm bells went off in NASCAR last year.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I think they saw the response and was like, we need to make some changes. So this is good. Yeah. This is another good change that we've seen. So more. NASCAR, keep doing it.
Yes.
Keep doing it.
Green flag for NASCAR. Keep changing. Keep bringing yourself slowly back to 2007. That's what we need.
Fair.
It's a simpler time before the economy went to crash, you know. Which also probably broke NASCAR. Someone should probably look into that, actually. Anyway. Yellow flag of the week for me goes to Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Reports coming out of the world of F1 for Williams is that their car has failed the crash test 3 times now. It is 40 kilos overweight. And they don't have it. And they don't know if they're going to show up this week at all to Barcelona.
Oh my gosh.
After all of the good stuff that's been happening with Williams, how is this happening now? James.
Wow. That's really not good.
Yeah. Now again, if they get it all sorted and season starts, not a problem, sure. But start of the season is not looking strong for Williams.
No, not at all. And I mean, with the regulations, you're either on the good half or the bad half of like implementing them. So sounds like Williams is on the bad half.
Black flag of the week. It's going to, I guess, who do I give the black flag for? I want to give it to the stupid Indycar race in Washington thing, which, if you see how Fox does ads, maybe making an AI fucking slop promotion for a race that may or may not exist yet, that you kind of want to throw together in 7 months' time.
Oh, geez.
It is a terrible idea, let alone the politics of the states right now.
Oh, yeah. No.
If you're a sporting organization, you want to try to be as apolitical as possible right now. You don't want to hitch your wagon to anyone.
Agreed.
And for IndyCar, after the success and momentum that it has had, its demographics of its fan base, which historically is Midwest, Northeast, West Coast, maybe having a race in Washington, D.C. with the context of everything happening is a bad idea. Let alone the fact it's not actually approved. It isn't planned. You would still have to get a whole bunch of stuff in order.
What a mess.
It would be terrible. And they also would ditch a Milwaukee race for this instead.
No.
Yeah.
I hate that. No, that's a good black flag. That's awful.
Yes.
No.
So. Yeah.
All right.
Like, not to mention, a quick thing of also, for IndyCar, and I guess in the, idea of that, again, you want to do things that helps your series grow. Would having a race in Washington help your series grow?
Yeah. No. It does not.
That may not be the hype you think it is.
No, it's kind of a bad look. Like, especially not even kind of. Like, it's a bad look, especially with what's going on right now.
Yeah. But also,
do you really
I don't want to put
be...
the flag also on IndyCar. IndyCar's not announcing this.
Yeah. No, they're not.
IndyCar didn't come out and say, hey, we're doing this. The president AI slopped an IndyCar video saying there's a race in Washington.
Oh, gosh, he's so annoying.
Isn't approved or anything like that, and like it's just pressure to get it to be a thing.
Yeah.
Even if it was approved right now, it'd be so hard to get it accomplished.
Oh yeah. Like the logistics alone.
Yes.
It's gonna die. Like, there's no way. And that's me just putting it out there, being like, it's gonna die.
100%. I really, I can't see it being a thing. I really can't.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Like, logically, when you think about it, like, the schedule's already been announced.
Well, they would drop a Milwaukee race for this to basically make it so that it costs the same. But
no, people love Milwaukee too much.
Well, they get 2 races. It would just be 1 now. Yeah. But no, I agree.
No. I refuse.
Yes.
Anyway, hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yep. Anyway, time for some hot laps. Where we
give hot laps. I don't have
give our hot
any.
Takes. I have one. You're gonna love this. It's because of this weekend and me staying up for the entire race.
Okay.
And the nature of the race. The nature of the race itself. I could have done that. My hot take of the week is that I could have participated in the 24 hours race. I easily could have sat in a car at 60 miles per hour for 2 hours and just chilled. I would have had no issue with that. That is a race 100% I could have done. And I could have lasted because we know I could stay up the whole time. I could have been part of a crew. All I'm saying is my hot take is, I could have done that.
That is a hot take. Okay.
I thought that'd be a hilarious hot take. No, but like,
would you have only raced the full course yellow?
I need to be on a team in case put me in for the yellows, coach.
You're just a substitute for a full course yellow.
I'll give them a rest. Fog in the schedule, put me in.
Put me in. I'll do it. I mean, fair enough. Okay. I love that belief in yourself. Okay. Oh, nice, good hot lap. I mean, it's more of like a mediocre lap, considering that you wouldn't be going very fast if you did it, but
that's not the point. Not the point. Didn't have to. If I was there, I would have been fine.
True. Okay, so do we want to recap some news of the week?
I think yes, because there is quite a bit.
There is quite a bit. So I'm sure as many people know, it's Barcelona Shakedown Week, which is this the first time they're doing this? Because I've never heard of this.
Well, like they've had like Barcelona testing the pass, right? But this is like the first testing, which is like private and no one can get in, which is really weird. So they've never really done it like this in recent memory. To have all the teams doing a private shakedown. There is 5 days of the week. Teams have to run 3 out of the 5 days.
Yeah.
Seems kind of weird.
If they show up, I guess.
If they even show up, yeah, because I think we've only had like 5 or 6 cars on track of the 11.
Yeah, Mercedes.
Who
Audi.
hasn't shown up is Aston Martin,
Yep,
Williams.
McLaren.
McLaren showed up.
They didn't run.
They haven't run yet, no, because first day
Yeah.
didn't run. Today it rained, so.
Right.
Yeah, maybe
I
it's
think
just
it's Aston and Williams.
are the only 2 that haven't shown up.
Is Cadillac there?
Yep.
Cadillac's there. Yeah, because Velter. I saw Velter.
They look like they may be struggling in terms of getting laps in.
Boy.
They have not done a lot of distance. So there could be a worry on Cadillac's reliability.
I mean, they are brand new, so like there's gonna be some growing pains.
No,
but
100%.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of weird, like the private testing, the secretive nature of it, but yet all of the like news coverage of it, interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Is what it is. We're gonna see the cars.
Red Bull
when
wrecked
we see
today.
the cars. I did see that. Hajar did wreck today.
Yeah.
Disappointing. I also saw that like there was, I don't know who it was, but someone was like, yeah, the engine's coming along. It's fine.
Fine's fine.
Fine is fine. It is Ford. So
Yeah.
found on road dead.
Shut up. I enjoyed my Ford back today. It never died on me.
Okay, well, if anything, if the Ford Mustang performance in the Daytona 24 hours is anything to go off of.
Good point. Good point.
But anyway, that's happening this week. I guess we'll see what happens if others show up. The other thing I saw was the possible return of the Rally USA in 2027.
Fun.
Yeah, so kind of fun. The World Rally Championship is running a candidate test this year. I didn't read much into it, but it's a possible indication it could return for 2027. So that could be exciting.
That's fair.
Yeah. Next thing, the Clash,
because it wasn't actually in our news notes. But did you see the what was it? What was it? Monte Carlo rally this weekend?
I did not. I was watching the Daytona 24-hour.
Listen, they showed up day 1. It was fine. Then it snowed. And it was in the snow, and they were it was
That's
awesome
nuts.
to look at. Because like when they all got there was no snow. Then it all snowed like overnight and stuff, and yeah, it was hilarious. So
I love that. That's so fun. Yeah, so the Clash is possibly in jeopardy
speaking of snow,
due to snow. Speaking of snow.
Yep.
So I mean, like, it's the Clash, it doesn't mean anything. It's like the unofficial start of the NASCAR season. But who knows, TBD of whether or not it's gonna run. Because the stadium, or is it a stadium? Is it technically a stadium?
Yeah, it's a stadium. It's like a football stadium that they turned into a racetrack, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, anyway, Bowman Gray is completely covered in snow right now. So
no, latest update is that they
have plows.
They plowed it all off, and it's concrete's fully exposed. They're hoping it dries. The issue is we might get more snow in the forecast on the weekend. So wait and see.
I mean, I'm really tired of snow, so like I imagine that they are also tired of snow. Snowmageddon was too much already here. So who knows? I mean, like, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world if the Clash doesn't go, because like nobody really cares about it anyway. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. If it doesn't run, it doesn't run. It'll be okay.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. Did you see this? IMSA and NASA entered a partnership together?
No, I did not see this. What is this?
Okay. So apparently, it's this new like collaborative that they're calling IMSA Labs, but the idea is that like the core of it is going to be around like sensor testing in like high powered like environments. So they like NASA was like, okay, we want to like pull a lot of data, and I guess they can't necessarily do the same level of testing in like real environments. So that's where like IMSA comes in with motorsport, because it provides, I guess, the same like a similar level of testing for like sensors and different like aerodynamics, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like, so IMSA will share data with NASA and NASA will share data with IMSA. So like it's going to be a collaborative effort to help like both organizations, I guess, like understand different aerodynamics and different like data points, and they're going to have like 2 tech meetings per year as part of this collaboration. But I
Oh,
thought this
okay,
was
that's
really
fun.
interesting.
That's
Like it's a
new.
really
Yeah.
interesting thing. Yeah, like
It's
NASA.
it goes to the whole using motorsports for innovation, and
Hmm.
it is a great testing ground, and I think we know that. So,
Yeah.
very good for IMSA, very good for NASA to get that together, and maybe NASA could do that across more motorsports, because
Yeah.
there's always places you can put sensors and shit. So, and
Yeah.
test
I
with
thought,
those
I just thought
cars.
it was really cool.
Yeah, I think that's a
I
good one.
was like,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, so like IMSA is going to be directly impacting like the future projects of NASA and like informing design and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, and the last little bit of news that I pulled from the week is Able Motorsports in IndyCar, so Indy Next, is being penalized due to rig testing. It's actually a pretty heavy fine.
It is
Like
a big
it's a
fine for a
$25,000 fine.
B level series.
Yeah, so $25,000 fine, and they have to surrender all of the data that they gathered from the rig testing to IndyCar, and they're going to provide it to all of the teams in Indy Next or Indy NXT, whatever it is.
Indy Lights.
Yeah, so they have to do that. Plus, the team and all 4 entrants will be placed on probation until the race in Illinois at the beginning of June. So it's a pretty hefty penalty
Damn. Yeah,
that they
that's
incurred because of
that's pretty
this.
big.
So I can only imagine that it's probably going to vastly affect how their performance in the season. But
Yeah.
wow, message that it's certainly sending a message to all of the teams, like, don't do this. It's in the rule book. Don't do it.
That's fair. I
Which,
think
like,
so.
yeah, you shouldn't do it anyway. But like, they're definitely making an example of it.
Also in the news, IndyCar related, today was their media day where they're doing all their like media hits and stuff for the year and their promo videos. No second driver for Dale Coyne yet, even though it's still heavily rumored it's going to be Romain Grosjean. And no Prema drivers showed up. So
That's not good.
Cal Miller had a really funny tweet on that actually.
Oh, did he?
Like, reasons you're missing. See if I can pull it up. It's like reasons for missing IndyCar Media Day. I can't find it now. Anyway.
Team's not getting funded.
No, but it was a whole bunch of like one of them was like dogging my homework. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
quite funny.
I mean, that doesn't really like. It's worrisome for Prema, but we'll see what happens. Aren't they still looking for funding?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Well, no surprise on Dale Coyne not having the second driver yet. So, crickets on that front.
Mm-hmm.
We keep waiting. Dale, yeah. We're waiting. At Dale Coyne. You lied.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it for news. I don't really have anything else.
No, I think that's kind of it.
It
Those
was
are the big
good
headlines
week.
anyway.
It was a good week, you know?
Yeah.
Just watch Daytona.
It was a good week.
Fun on-track action, good news stuff, lots to talk about. So, yeah, it's been a good week, and I guess, wow, man. coming up next week, we don't have a whole lot. It's got more testing to talk about.
Yeah.
And then soon enough, we're into the Daytona 500.
Oh, yeah.
That's in like 3 weeks, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh. Wow. I guess so, yeah.
Because 2 weeks Super Bowl, and then it's the week after the Super Bowl. So, wow.
Yep. Wow.
2026. Let's go. And it's still January.
I know. All right.
Until next week. Thank you for listening to Marshal Matters. If you enjoyed the show, remember to leave a rating and a comment, and also follow so you don't miss an episode. And don't forget, if you want to get involved in motorsports, the easiest way to do so is by marshalling at your local track. Join our cult.